The trash! Eat the trash! We throw down the trash that is treasured. And then we have to go with the hopes. The hopes of stress testing. So we do this. What are we going to be getting? Ooh. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Upshot. Today, we're massively meme deck through today. I'm not going to tell you that this is going to be competitive, because it's not. But the gloriousness of using, so this is the trash testing deck, where we're using stress testing with treasured trash, which does actually mean that, like, once you hit this, you can then play all the cards the next round for 0 cost, because obviously what this is doing is filling your hand with 0 cost cards, but you can only play 3 more cards. So if you throw stress testing down as one of those 3 cards, the rest of the cards that are all 0 cost you can still continue to play because of the random nature of this. That's why it will always be, and also because of the cost, it will always be memed here. But it was a lot of fun running this deck, and so because we are doing a lot of creation in the forms of obviously creating things with treasured trash, and we are also creating things when it comes to, like, you know, the mayor and like pranks and whatnot, because pranks are such a powerful resource and whatnot, as well as the Yordle Squire giving us yet again another choice of options. We are running this with Viktor, because we can level Viktor up quite quickly in this kind of a deck, and not that it really matters in terms of that. It's just that every single one that you played, then it's just going to be giving him increased stats, which is where this is going, as well as obviously you can increase the ballistic bot's abilities as well. And if you throw down one of the glorious evolutions, then you will be giving everything augment, meaning that just like every single card that you're playing that you get off of this is going to be giving you something. As it's not a powerful deck, this is just like the first kind of thing that came to my mind. There's definitely some changes that can be made to it. Like I said, it's got a lot of draw going for it. Yeah, again, because of the creation stuff that you've got going, hidden pathways goes down quite quickly in cost, but differently, which is like a mini morph as your counterplay. But you could always change mini morph for stress defense, because stress defense has proven itself to be a really powerful spell in that front as well. Obviously, mini morph is a continuous thing whereby the unit will always be silenced, but it's because of its cost. I think that's the reason why people forgot about how much that cost is and how much that can take away from your turns. And that's why, like, as I was arguing before, it's a perfectly safe card and perfectly fine and balanced card, because it's like, you know, when you can get people past it, and that's the important thing to remember. But this is a very stupid deck. I said meme tier, but if you want to have a bit of a laugh, I'd recommend doing so, giving this a go, because it is a funny deck. So what you're going to be seeing, obviously, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all of the games were streamed live. So if you want to come catch the action live for yourself, please feel free to on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, as well as there's a Discord link down below if you want to get in there to talk about all the new cards, your deck ideas. I'd love to see them on Discord, because sometimes they do make it into videos. So if you want to post something down there, please feel free to. There's also contests that come sometimes running in the Discord, and just a lovely community in general who's always willing to lend a hand and that. So if that sounds like fun, why not consider joining? As well as, obviously, if you enjoy what you see here today, why not consider hitting that subscribe button if you're not already. If you are already subscribed, honestly, thank you all so much for the support. And yes, I shall see you on the next one as we get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matchups. It looked like it was going to be a strong archetype, and with, like, 6 mana Karina Mastermind, like, basically being a game ender at 6. I mean, how is that deck not going to do good? Okay. We have pranks. Let's start seeing what's going on in that deck. I mean, actually, technically, I could... Actually, no, because these don't affect champions, so it doesn't really matter if they've got their champions in their hand or not. I guess we give -2 to the man who can attack. Okay. We know 2 of the cards that are in the hand. And that's all we need to know. Meat bags! Okay. It's amazing how quickly you can actually get hidden paths done. Like, for Bandle City's, like, Pot of Greed card, it's a really good card. Willing to accept. Probably a little bit more willing to accept than what I should be, but I will accept it. To be fair, there are a lot of things which feels bad. Which are like not being able to remove Nami. I mean, but yeah, but you do have the option to potentially remove that. Like, cards like that, it's because people aren't because we've come out of the dawn of not using much removal. That now that we have to use removal, people have forgotten it's a thing. Okay. It'd be okay. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. Okay. Except I guess I could have thrown down Ballistic Bot into this. Okay. A true Valorian welcome! No hush for, what you call it, leveled food. I mean, like, it has to be like a, potentially like using, like, has to be, nobody's using, how you doing? A true Valorian welcome. All the Valorian welcomes coming in. Thank you all so much for the follows as we continue. Continue in here. At least we've got you down. Oh, more draw. So the whole plan of this is using this with stress testing for banter's sake. Let's see how it goes. So I guess I could try and find stress testing now. We got to the point where we've got you. We just need the stress testing part of the plan. It's also getting to the point where I need to kind of try and get rid of as many cards out of my hand as possible. That's also a thing. Okay, admittedly this would cost 0. We'd get a little bit more value off of this maybe. When I'm summoning, create a random. Yeah, again, all I'm doing is giving myself more cards in hand. Because this fills the whole hand, I want to be getting cards out of my hand. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. So they are up to the point now where this can attack. And this could still kill Ballistic Bot, which is why, very quickly, let's improve perfection so that this little man can't kill Ballistic Bot. Okay. So that might as well start doing this damage in. I mean, I'm not going to be able to use this for a while, at least up until like turn 7, and we've still got to find stress testing in the meantime. So I can play the weighty game. I can play the weighty game. No, not the mayor. He's got a magnificent moustache. Okay. I get another. I can get another one of these, I guess. Don't want to take many more. I mean, against potentially Nasus or Vimshi could, like, Kindred could be a good move against them. Okay. So ballistic bots, ballistic bots, ho! Okay. We can remove a. I know that this is theoretically helping out Nasus, but I know that I've got a mini move, so that's why I'm justifying it in my own head as being, well, if he does go out, then I do have this. That's what I've got to do to justify these things to myself. Second mini morph. I mean, I'm looking for stress testing while filling my hand with more. Well, looks like I might just use treasure trash anyway. Okay. So we start. There's Nasus, which I said we do have a way of getting round Nasus with both these mini morphs. I mean, do I want to make Crumble cost more? Or do I want to make? I feel like do we want to make their draw cost more? Because they've only got 2 cards in hand. I feel like making their draw cost more is more important here. Okay. Not going to be able to use you yet. Part of me's actually considering, now that we've leveled Victor, and we've got you up to the point where you could trade with mini-morphed Nasus, I'm okay with that. Okay. I am about to ruin this whole man's career. Or person, I should say. I am about to ruin this whole person's career. I could actually throw down Mystic Shot on top of this, I guess. No, I want to throw down one of my... I want to throw down one of these! Okay. I will wait. I mean, admittedly, I should have probably sacrificed this one. This was the ballistic bot I should have sacrificed. Okay. You can only play 3 more cards this round. Of course. I mean, I could have killed that, I guess, with the Mystic Shot, but I wanted to see what round. Come on, stress testing. Ah! If only stress testing had come to me. Sod it. Go big or go home. Go big or go home with the trash. So, the fact that we could get.
Expect death.
So,
let's roll. No arguments.
Throw down you.
That's a first.
This is next darkness you play this round costs 2 and deals 2 to all enemies. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Just throw this in on top of Kindred. GG's. Okay. Except
Its heart beats fast now.
throw down darkness. Throw down darkness here. Remove board. Happy with that? And now I give you. Actually, have we got one more? We've still got one more card we can play this round, right? We give you Overwhelm. If only. I'm now locked out. If only warning shot was a thing. Okay, go forward. See, look, the trash, people. The trash. It can do what it needs to be done. But yeah, what you call it? Hello there, Gunya Ding, but how you doing? Good morning, Sir Gomez. How are you? I mean, that's it. Share the moat to my opponent. Great thing. See, look, people saying treasure trash. It's not a good card. You fools. Those turn 1 pranks are what I need. If I can actually start doing, like, because obviously they can only have 1 darkness in hand at a time. If I can increase the cost. I see. I mean, they can increase the cost of my trash, not the trash. Okay. So they've increased my my Mystic Shot. I mean, as long as you stay away from my trash. I'm actually gonna wait on this front. I feel like increasing the cost of their darkness spells against a deck like this is more where I need to go. Interesting that they're going with it like this is not the way I would expect a darkness deck to run with some of these cards that they're running, but I can respect it. I'm kind of curious to see what they've got in their hand. This is really not the way I expect a darkness thing to usually deal 1. If you have 4 allies, deal 2. I can also do this. It'll give you 1 less power and vulnerable. I feel like I get the cost of the spell up, but yeah, not gonna lie, because obviously that could deal 1 damage and you've only got 1 health. I'd rather try to save your life.
Big head, big
Okay.
brain.
I'm almost willing to accept this damage. I mean, I'm surprised they don't go forward there. Why would you not go forward? There was literally no reason for them. I mean, I guess like Withering Well. I mean, still, but then why would they not go forward? I mean, I guess they didn't want a trade to happen. Maybe was where they were thinking in their head. I mean, I definitely feel like I still want to kill this. It's a shame that I lose both my prank makers. But I will go with the one who makes their darkness like increased in power. That feels like a good move. Still got the mayor.
To the world below.
I can accept 2. I'm still surprised they didn't go forward that last turn. Okay. Do I want to have you? We're starting to get to the point where you could actually be useful, weirdly enough. So considering the fact you cost like 1 less, like next turn I could drop you. So darkness is in hand. The question is whether or not I want to see if I can hit it. I sadly do not hit it. Willing to make that go up in cost. Okay. Darkness was actually what I was aiming for, but I will get what I can get. There is also the chance of using Mini Morph, which would be hilarious. But go forward. We've got the mana to be able to do this. Summon my little 1/1 man with Overwhelm. Didn't start off in the deck, but it's a nice inclusion. Need to be I can go with either one of these decisions. I feel like we go with the Glorious Evolution first, and then if we can find stress testing, we can go with our Fusion. We don't technically need stress testing, but I would prefer to have stress testing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
leave that to you, little guy.
Okay. I know that technically you're like I could have gone forward with you because you're gonna die anyway, but
Easy does it.
okay. So I expect potentially actually no, they can't use darkness right now because darkness still costs 3 for them, doesn't it? Okay. But darkness is starting to go up in damage wherever the hell it is. So it's gonna be on 4, so that means they can deal with this. Oh wait. Stress testing with I mean I really need to play this first. So go get them. I mean I know that I know that they've got other moves they can do. Actually, I don't want to catch it. I do want to throw down. Throw the mayor into this. Okay. So yeah, they're doing 4 damage. Sadly, you die. Much upset. There's no way I can save you. The problem is that I go in with Witches. So the problem is that I go in with Glory. That's fine. I can accept you taking 1. Yes, no, the problem is that I go in with Glory and then I don't do anything. I really need to be removing you because you are increasing the damage of the darkness every single round. But I feel like I want to do this. I feel like I want to do this with every fibre of my being, so... Glorious! Now, next turn, treasure trash into this. Yes, it's all coming together. Okay. I've still got Mystic Shot that I could technically use. So they're getting themselves more and more things. The only lucky thing is that they did this on this turn, so that's going to die anyway. That's going to die anyway. This is such a weird way. I would not expect to play a Darkness deck in this kind of way, but I respect it. Okay. Kind of feel like I want to deal with the... Or do I want to deal with what would be the more damage? Or even do I want to throw this into Veigar himself? I guess I'm going to be going down to 11. It feels like the plan is to at least go down to 14. Okay. The trash! Eat the trash! We throw down the trash that is treasured. And then we have to go with the hopes. The hopes of stress testing. So we do this. What are we going to be getting? Ooh. I mean, Entomb could be quite funny. Entomb could be quite funny at the right time. Okay, we do this. Make it snappy. I mean, the idea of potential Snapvine. Potential Snapvine going. I mean, that's now what we've become. Snapvines, bearing in mind, they do also have Augment. So, there is that. Although, I guess I could have gone elusively in here. This is such a weird situation I've put myself in. Okay. Snapvine's on the board. Oh, sadly, Snapvine does not stay on the board. My Snapvines, no! Okay. The problem is that it's when I'm summoned, so there's no real point in entombing Veigar, because actually that works for... That works for Veigar in a weird way. I mean, I definitely should not have thrown this guy out, but... Maybe the landmark should have been the one that I threw out there. Okay. Throw down Victor. Should have thrown down the landmark more than thrown down that little man. Okay. I will stick with the terrible, terrible decisions I've made. Is it a summon effect? It's when I'm summoned. Technically, I could actually entomb him, which could be interesting. Okay. I could actually entomb you. That could be interesting because you could actually come out on a turn, which is going to be a lot better for you. So, I was saying that was the plan all along. Looks like the entomb has to come over here though, just to avoid damage. Withering Whale is still a thing to be able to remove you. I guess actually we do have the Shake. Don't worry, Victor. I will save you. Okay. So I feel like it's the withering, it's the knowledge of Withering Whale, which is the scary one. I will throw down you because I know that I do have this. I guess I'll do. I throw down the Squire. Slowly but surely get further away from actually. So Squire can at least help. Bear in mind that like they can't use this one because we've already got it past the point where that's usable. So if they're gonna use Withering Whale, so we go, ah! Now I can throw you down. Okay, I definitely should have done that in a far superior way than I did. Could consider the landmark. I mean, the landmark is getting buffed with its augment. Don't worry, we'll be fine. I feel actually 100% okay right now. I don't see what could go wrong here. It's got what we got like tricks. But Vegeta, tricks are for kids. So Withering Well kills both of these two, but I can save the prank one. Another trash! Another trash! Yes, please! Okay. So. I mean, they could have Withering Well and something else. But I'm willing to see what happens. Obviously, the darkness can start going up more. The darkness is in a devastating point anyway, but any way that we can stall out them actually using darkness, I'm happy. There is obviously the one which can make darkness go directly into core, as well as hitting sides, so that's the one that I'm most scared of. Noxian Strength for Woos!
Persistence is key.
Okay. I want to see what they go with. Not the stun! Okay. So they are going with the stun. Nothing I can really do about that fact. Nothing I can really do about that. Okay. Other than the fact that I've got a prank. So let's see what they've got in hand. I guess I could have waited to see whether or not they got another so I can make you go up in cost, so if we do kill Veigar, they're not just gonna bring him back easily, or I could go, I guess this is the card where they're looking to potentially use that, I feel. So the more that we make that cost, I'm willing to accept, but knowing that miscall is a thing is kind of scary. A second glorious evolution. But it does feel like we've got to go down the treasure trash route. Even though I don't have another I need another stress testing. Okay. I need another cheek. I'm willing to sack a true Felurian welcome.
True Felurian welcome.
I'm willing to sacrifice somebody for this. I'm gonna accept this. I might end up regretting taking this damage, but see what the trash has for me today. The trash. A true Felurian welcome, by the way. Finishes with, oh yes, believe it or not, when you use Glorious Evolution, you do give, because it gives it to everything, it does give augment to these. Bear in mind, Victor is coming back. I wish I could have got stress testing out of this. Okay. So, maybe we could, for the king! I've got another elusive. This might sound stupid, mostly because it is. With 2 E's! But I could consider King Jarvan. And I could go for a Spacey Sketcher just to see, like, because I need draw. Like, bear in mind, what we need to remember is that Viktor is coming back, right? Viktor is coming back next turn. I got big ass problems. The question is now. So I guess I save. What else have they got in the hand right now? They got a Withering Wail and whatnot. If I save you, you're still gonna have 1 health. Like, no matter where I save, they're still gonna have 1 health, and then the Withering Wail still comes down. I feel is the only issue. And obviously, Withering Wail is gonna take you down. So I feel I kind of wait. I don't want to wait, but I feel I kind of wait.
How will my people remember me?
Okay, how will my people remember me? As we now throw. I mean, I was looking for the dog, but I will take you! So yeah, so now we can't use any more cards. Can't use any more cards this round. But it's okay. Viktor comes back. Viktor comes back. Give me the things. There's also another Viktor. I mean, their darkness spell must be getting, like, crazy big. Okay. I don't want to throw you down. Bearing in mind that we do know they've got a Withering Wail, so my mind tells me to just go. We're going to go elusive in on them if we can. Could even consider going for another Glorious Evolution. It's stupid, but I've got nothing else going on for me. So, could be considered. Obviously, Darkness could come after me again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. But, okay. They've got this at 7. Still got Miscalled. They've got this with Royal. I don't know what these 2 cards are. They could actually be really good. Like, they could be the card which lets Darkness go directly into core. As I said, there's nothing I can do about that if they do that. Like, hit something and go directly into core. Because they must have buffed it up so much by now. Okay. I love the fact that they're going the long con with me. So, we have them now! We're going in for the second augment. Don't worry about it. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Question mark? So pranking my cards, which the comedy is they're all spells, which they're gonna make them cost 1, which infuriates you, but they already cost -2 plus Victors on the board. So the comedy is it actually makes no difference. The comedy is that their change actually makes no difference to me because they're already -2 plus their infuriacy. So if they prank to make them cost more, they are like. If Viktor was not on the board, they would cost 1, but it really doesn't make any difference because they prank to cost an extra +2, but they've got -2 because of this, they got -1 because of Viktor, so they're perfectly fine. At least I can finally, I mean, the problem is I can take Veigar off the board, but taking Veigar off the board, okay. Analyzing approach! Actually, you're who I grab. You're who I grab because you're the only one who can stop this, and we do have the shake. So, I go! Okay. I don't know what this last card... the only card I don't know what it is this little card here. It's the one card I don't, which is the card that they're going to be using, of course. Ah, it's the stun card! It was another thing! Oh, devastating! Okay. So. If it was anything but stun, because I felt like they were going to use this, I wanted to keep this as the counterplay to say to keep you alive. Okay. So Viktor dies, but I can throw down another Viktor. I really should have just grabbed Veigar at this point. Okay. I guess if I would have grabbed Veigar, I'm just trying to think to myself whether or not it's worthwhile. using this to just to buff up these units to go forward more with more damage. I'll leave it for the time being. I might end up regretting that decision, but I'll leave it for the time being. What I can tell myself is I can still throw down another Victor. I can still throw down Victor and still get his thing, so I can live with that. Who died? I can't remember who did we kill somebody who... Okay, crap. Now, that was the one who I didn't want them to get back because they had the other one coming back as well. It was a 50-50 chance. It was a 50-50 chance of who they got back. And sadly, they've now got the one who can mean that Veigar's spell can hit me directly to core. I should have just killed him! I mean, they could have brought him back potentially with the spell as well. So, could have gone for the potential killing of him, but should have voted to my opponent by the looks of things, because I don't really think that there's any way. They get the level up, and at the start of turn, he starts getting darknesses. I can't do anything about this. Raise health? This game is so crazy. I love it. Definitely jettison. Okay, this doesn't do anything right now. It's not looking good. So, darkness can hit in for directly. Oh, where were you? Where were you earlier? When you actually could have done something. Where were you? But shout out to my opponent. All we need to do was to basically stop darkness from increasing to the point of lethal. But sadly, from flash of brilliance, that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.